Alright, we need a plan. And what will that be? One of us needs to somehow distract Wolf with a review, while the other finds Wolf somehow. What are you doing? Done. What did you do? Unscrew the camera. What? My camera was off for like the longest time. I guess I'm not that much of a threat as you two are. Or you're just too annoying. You shut up. At least I don't fall in love easily. I was drugged, you ass. Alright, so I'll review and you find Wolf. Deal? Way ahead of ya. Did you unlock your door? Bobby pin? Of course you have one. Anyways, here is not asking for trouble. It begins with Pinkie getting a letter from the Yaks that they invited her to some festival known as Yakyakistan. Don't know why. I guess it's because, well, Pinkie spammed Rutherford with a bunch of other mail somehow. How does she have the mailing address for the Yaks? She only went there once, and last time she only got to the door, and then went all the way back home. So Pinkie's going to Yakyakistan with no pony else. And because of this, Pinkie is the official friendship ambassador to the Yaks now, and goes to them via hot air balloon. Oh hey, they finally brought that mode of transportation back. Yakyakistan is a holiday of stomping things or something, which not only helps calm them down, but I guess is a part of their lifestyle. Rutherford plays a joke on Pinkie when she stomps on a twig, saying that it's some 1,000-year-old wood or something like that. I don't really care. They show her around the village, and when the second day of the festival occurs, they cause an avalanche that essentially destroys their village. They try to dig the snow out, but only causes more snow to fall. Rutherford says that they'll try to make it work as a new lifestyle, building new huts, food somehow, but the kiddies are dying. So Pinkie tries to convince Rutherford that asking for help isn't a bad idea. To do this, she uses a story, using a sandstorm with goats and magical cows. Because, you know, only in My Little Pony does a story like that work. Rutherford still decides not to ask for help, still thinking that isolationism is the best thing. Pinkie then tries a little lie, saying that Twilight would actually like the snow sandwiches or whatever, but it still doesn't convince Rutherford. So we hear why Rutherford practices his isolationist policy. When he was a child, he dug a hole in the snow, and it somehow froze over with him still in it. He waited for it to thaw, seeing every other yak not helping him apparently, and it thawed out and he climbed out, and stronger. Pinkie realizes that this tale is complete yak shit, but Rutherford takes away her title as honorary yak, cause she dared to stand up to him. So Pinkie leaves, explains the story to Twilight and all the friends, and gets her friends to help out. So they sneak into the yak village under the disguise of night, and lift the snow up with magic, somehow grow plants back, and fix everything, all in a couple of hours. Because My Little Pony, time is complete bullshit. The Yaks believe that the snow actually melted, but they later find out that Pinkie and her friends secretly aided them. Rather than, you know, be mad that they helped them after wishing she didn't help them, they are happy and proclaim that she somehow understands the Yaks even more. And then she gets her horns. Mei-chan, get better at writing. I know it was your first episode, I can understand the problems with writing the Yaks and wrapping up a problem within 2 minutes, but this was just dumb. The Yaks caused their own problem with their own holiday. I wonder what actually happened to Rutherford now, but we won't ever get that as a story, sadly. I will say, though, the clothing designs of the Yaks is actually pretty interesting, as well as their homeland. The giant walls work as a metaphor because all their problems are contained within the walls, and they keep it that way. They'd rather do it themselves within their walls than go outside and ask for help. That peace agreement with the ponies must have been hard for them. Pinkie's story of the goats and the bovines was fairly obvious, and it reveals that Rutherford practices isolationism, kinda. But whatever the ending was, it's still weird to me. I don't understand how Pinkie understands the Yaks at all. Based off of this episode, the Yaks don't like asking for help, but are grateful for when the help is done for them. They're just jerks then. They won't ask for help, but still expect it. Damn you, Wolf. Yet another similarity of Wolf. So, after the confusing Yaks who are huge jerks, and a true Yak is one who helps but never asks for it since they have pride issues, this episode is still bad. It's a 2 out of 10. Yeah, that bad. It was never funny. The only good thing about this episode was world building. If it wasn't that, it'd probably be a 1. Throughout the episode, I was so mad that they didn't come up with the idea of just burning the snow away. They even have a fire pit. The sun's heat, yes, can melt the snow, but still, all they needed to do was dig up the fireplace, start a fire, and the heat from the fire would melt the snow faster because it's closer. The problem is solved literally because of magic. Twilight and Rarity were the only ones really being useful because magic is overpowered. It can move and lift snow, grow plants. We've seen Rarity use magic to move the clouds. It can literally fix every single small problem. The fade-out end joke with the horns being too heavy was also stupid. And this is the episode that comes before our hiatus. Really went out on a high note, didn't you? Where the hell is Femi? Finally, found it. Jeez, that took too long.